Good day, this is Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onado. First, we take the headlines. May Day, NLC demands 65-year retirement age for civil servants. Pirates attack boat, abduct 4 market women in Bayelsa. And the EFCC traces CBEX funds to 4 countries. Army confirms no casualties in Giwa Barak attack. EFCC, or rather the English FA, bans transgender women from women's football. And now we take the news in detail. Nigerian Labour Congress on Thursday demanded the upward review of retirement age for all categories of civil servants. The national president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, made this demand during the ongoing May Day celebration in Eagle Square, Abuja. While presenting some of the demands of the NLC, Ajaero said it is imperative to extend the revised retirement age of 65 years or 40 years of service currently enjoyed by teachers, health professionals, and judges to all public servants. In 2023, Ajaero told The Punch that the NLC would do everything within its power to ensure that it dialogues with President Bola Tinubu on the matter. Already, teachers under the employment of the government at all levels are enjoying the implementation of a new retirement age, is an act signed into law by former President Muhammadu Buhari. And now sea pirates have attacked a passenger boat carrying market women along the Ilobia-Foropa waterways in southern Ijaw local government area of Bayelsa State, abducting 4 women. Reports said the boat was attacked a few minutes after it sailed off the Swali Market Jetty in Yenagoa, the state capital, on Tuesday. Community sources told leadership that about 12 passengers were dispossessed of their valuables and money before the 4 women were taken away into the bush. Reacting to the incident, the member representing Southern Ijaw Constituency 4 at the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, the Honorable Selekaye Victor Ben, condemned the rising cases of sea pirate attacks and the abduction of the 4 market women. Honorable Victor Ben, who is also the chairman of the State Assembly Committee on Human Rights, described the abduction as a cowardly attack on innocent citizens. He further emphasized the imperative of leaving no stone unturned in apprehending the criminal elements and bringing them to justice. In other news stories, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says it has traced proceeds from the failed CBEX crypto bridge exchange scheme to at least 4 countries, noting that full restitution to victims may be impossible. EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede disclosed this during an appearance on Channels Television's Politics Today on Wednesday. He revealed that the agency had frozen a number of accounts linked to the fraudulent scheme and had made significant progress in ongoing investigations. He said, "We have been able to block some accounts, we have been able to freeze some funds, which I will not be able to give you a figure, but some reasonable amount of funds we have been able to freeze." He explained that the majority of the transactions were conducted in cryptocurrency and routed through wallets outside Nigeria's jurisdiction, complicating recovery efforts. "I will not sit down and tell you that we are going to restore every victim. It will become practically impossible because quite a certain amount of money has been dissipated and not within our system. We have traced to 3-4 countries now. In fact, the principal parties behind the entire scheme, most of them are foreigners." Olukoyede added that 3 suspects are currently in custody and have provided very useful statements. He also confirmed collaboration with foreign counterparts to recover stolen funds and apprehend suspects. In April, the users of CBEX reported they could no longer access their funds, prompting widespread complaints. The Securities and Exchange Commission later revealed that the digital trading platform was unregistered. In April 30th, the EFCC declared Eli Bita a foreign national wanted in connection with a $1 billion investment scam. Following multiple explosions at an ammunition storage facility in Giwa Barracks, Maiduguri on Wednesday night, the theater commander of Operation Hadinkai, Major General Abdulsalam Abubakar, has assured the public that the situation is under control and there is no cause for alarm. The explosions, which occurred around 11:30 p.m. on April 30, 2025, triggered panic among residents living near the barracks. Many fled their homes in fear as a loud blast echoed through the area. Speaking to journalists on Thursday at my Malari cantonment, Major General Abubakar explained that the explosions were caused by extreme heat currently affecting Borno and other parts of the country, which impacted the ammunition storage facility. He stated that the situation was swiftly contained through the coordinated efforts of military firefighters, the Federal Fire Service, and the Borno State Fire Service, with support from various security agencies. Nearby civilians were also relocated for their safety. To assess the extent of the incident and support rescue efforts, the N component of Operation Hadinkai, along with the Nigerian Army Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Command, conducted aerial surveillance over the black site and surroundings of Maiduguri metropolis. Troops were also deployed to secure the area and prevent any potential criminal exploitation of the incident. Abubakar noted that all emergency protocols were promptly activated and the Borno state government was immediately informed. He also added that a full review of ammunition storage facilities will be conducted to mitigate future risks posed by high temperatures. Finally, now on sports news, transgender women will no longer be able to play in women's football from June 1st, 2025, England's Governing Football Association announced Thursday. The FA said it had updated its policy following last month's UK Supreme Court ruling regarding the Equality Act. The Scottish Football Association said Thursday it would also implement a similar ban from the start of its 2025-26 season as well. This new rulings will apply to all women's football at amateur and professional levels in both countries. The English FA's transgender inclusion policy had been updated just before the Supreme Court ruling and continued to allow transgender women to play in women's football provided they reduced testosterone levels. Those rule changes gave the FA discretion on whether to allow a trans woman to play with consideration given to issues of safety and fairness. Now, though the FA has withdrawn its policy and barred transgender women from the women's game, we understand that this will be difficult for people who simply want to play the game they love in the gender by which they identify, and we are contacting the registered transgender women currently playing to explain the changes and how they can continue to stay involved in the game, the FA said in a statement. In a separate announcement, the SFA said, as a gender-affected sport, the Scottish FA board had determined that from the start of season 2025 and 26, only biological females will be permitted to play in competitive girls and women's football, which is governed by the Scottish FA. That's all the news we have for you on Leadership TV. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website, www.leadership.ng. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.